Alright, welcome back to Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. Last time we hunted some large monsters, the Kutku and the Nibblesnarf, and this time we're going to be gathering some mushrooms and hunting some more large monsters. So the first quest we need to take is Tumultuous Sprouts. Has us gathering some more abyssal mushrooms. Not sure why they want us doing it this soon though. I guess we'll find out. Well, there's the reason. This is our friend here, called a Glavenus, and he wants to fight. Now, since our quest is for gathering mushrooms, we're just gonna ignore our friend here, though we can kill him if we wanted to. We don't want to though, because like the other 3 monsters that we ran into on random quests, he has like 5,000 health, and his items that we get are not worth it. So instead, we're just going to gather a bunch of abyssal mushrooms. I think that's already at 8. We are already at 8, so we can just leave now. But again, feel free to fight them if you want. They are fun fights, especially in lower ranked gear. Makes them more of a challenge, but not very fun. They can get... Okay, I just said they were fun. They can get boring whenever their fights drag on for 30 plus minutes. And it probably doesn't drag on for that long. That's just what I remember them taking. Probably could do it a lot quicker now, but that's not the main goal. Our goal is to deliver some mushrooms. So we'll let him have his fun and chill out down there. And I don't think we'll be seeing these guys again for quite a while. So if you do want to hunt them, go ahead. And then if you want to make their gear, just be mindful of the materials that they have to drop for you to get the equipment. I think something for like a Glavenus is... I don't even remember what it's called, but it's like some sort of powder, I think. But it says drop material, and I think you have to have at least one to make any of his equipment. Maybe not his armor. I'm pretty sure his armor too, though. And I'm sure they do that so you can't just make everything all at once whenever you first meet them. Which, fair enough, I guess, but it does lose a little of an incentive to fight them. Which I guess they do want you to be like, oh, well, this is the big bad monster and you have to be afraid of them, even though they're not that hard. But now that that's out of the way, went by pretty quickly, he's gonna say, oh, that was a Glavenus. It's a bad monster, and then he's just gonna tell us to carry on as usual. But now that we've done that, we've got a few more quests we can take now. We have current events and robbed blind. So that's what we're gonna be doing. First one is hunting a Royal Ludroth. Check our little menu here. I see Defender Low. That's probably what we will take, unless I find Hurler. I did not. So we'll take Defender Low. Hopefully get it. And actually, I'm gonna cancel this quest real quick. We'll go talk to our housekeeper and see what we got for our skills. Go dojo. Got stunt cannon. That's not what we want, so we're gonna put it right back on the training bench. Actually, it's 500 points to do it, so it's not too bad. It will use quite a lot of your points. I don't know how many I have right now. Plenty. Definitely plenty. Now we're actually going to take that quest. We still have our food buffs, so that's good. And this is a new map. I don't know why I went to the item box. I never use the item box, but this is a new map. This is the Deserted Island, or the Mogo Woods, depending on which one you prefer. But this map originally was from Monster Hunter Tri. And they kind of gutted it. I like the map, but I'm sure some people aren't very happy that they gutted the underwater sections. which they kind of had to since there is no underwater combat. But it's a very pretty map, and it has some pretty good battle music too. But we're going to head on down, just pretty much follow all the left paths, and we'll find the Royal Ludroth. And again, like the Cuckoo, since this is the first quest they expect you to see it on, this is where the intro cutscene plays. This guy looks pretty big too, so we'll have to be careful around him. But we're going to try and mount him. There he goes, doing his little spins there. His little tackle there. And big tackle. And again, this is one of my more favorite maps. Or one of my favorite maps. Good little water tackle there. It's just very pretty, and I love the atmosphere of it. There's a tackle there. Uh-oh, that was bad for me. Didn't need to do that. That was greedy. But I am trying to go for a mount. There's a water spit. That gives us a good time to tackle him. Sorry, lunging to him. There it goes. Alright, there's a mount. Hold on here. Now, your cats attacking the monster do help you fill the gauge, and it's the same for hunters in your party if you're on an online quest. It's not like in 4 and 4 Ultimate, where if you attack, it makes the monster catch up to you easier, which is good. And I think the Feline Hostler skill makes it so that bar fills up even more if it is a non-mounter attacking the monster while it is mounted. Gonna throw on our big boomerangs here. I'll do a water spit tackle there. A little spin. I think he's mad now. Yeah, he's mad. We're just gonna try and break that sponge off of his body. There's a mega barrel bomb. And a small barrel bomb. We'll see how well that goes for him. Probably. Yeah, I didn't think that would end too well for him. I think the big one got off, which is good, but the small one just exploded in his hands. There's a side tackle. I got hit by it. I thought I wouldn't. That was my bad. What am I doing? What? Totally planned. There's another bomb. Oh, I guess I should say about SP mode. It doesn't actually give all of your cat special moves. It only gives the Charisma bias a special move. For all the other biases, I think it just raises the support gauge increase. For Palicos, it makes them use their support moves more often. So if your Palico is just throwing SP mode around all the time, it helps. And I even think that Palico Rally makes them use their moves more often. Also, we got the crest, that's good. Another thing about our Palicos is if you really want them to just keep using their support moves, there is a cooldown. I think there's like a guaranteed cooldown, and then there is a specific support move cooldown. So like something for traps would be like 10 minutes. Something like that, not 100% certain. But they won't spam them all the time. That being said, the skills support boost and I think counter boost all make your your Palicos use their support moves more often. So if you really want to just go all out with your Palicos supporting you, those are the skills to look for them. And something like negate poison, health up, and I think there's something that makes it like anti-blast blight or something like that where they don't panic and flail around. Oh, also non-stick fur so they don't get put into snowmen and mud balls. But either way, that's for later on. For now, we're just gonna keep fighting this guy. Dodge out of the way there. And while Charisma bias Prowlers are not very good, Charisma bias Palicos are actually really good. Since they do come with that Palico Rally skill, they are really good at supporting. And they also get an extra support move slot that you can teach, I think. So they are actually really good for supporting you. I'm gonna do a spin there. And again, this guy, you don't have to pay too much attention to him. He's just gonna fly around, spit some water, and do all that fun stuff while we fight him. Dodge to the right here. Sometimes I just can't tell if he's moving areas or just repositioning. Saw one of my cats pulled a bomb out and got hit by it, which damaged the monster, so that's always good. What's he doing? There's a lunge. Sorry, bud, I knew exactly where you're gonna be, so you're taking some more damage. Don't get hit by that, please. Thank you. Do a spin there. Just go for his tail. Reapply our big boomerangs. And I could apply Feline Fury right now. Don't want to though. I want to save for my piercing boomerangs whenever they run out. So we'll use a soothing roll to get rid of that water blot. Yep, and they ran out pretty quick, so I'm glad I didn't use that. And pretty much the order of your support moves that you want to use to open a fight is just your regular boomerangs until you get 2 bars of gauge. Then piercing boomerangs. I got hit by water blot again. But then your piercing boomerangs, because since you hit more times, you gain gauge faster. So piercing boomerangs, then big boomerangs, then your other damage skills. And always make sure you save at least 1 for soothing roll, unless you're not too worried about fighting that monster. And yeah, they just keep pulling out bombs. So it might be a good idea to give them some high roll weapons right now. Something like the daimyo weapons, I think. I don't even know if the daimyo weapons are any good. I don't remember. I just know they have like 1 sharpness and negative affinity. So hopefully they would have a high roll, right? Gonna spit there. Dodge here. Dodge left here. Not right. He's doing a tackle. Gonna try and throw my boomerang out to catch him. Got him. Even got a flinch. That Gypceros is being annoying though. Trying to fight me. But the Royal Ludroth is now limping. So that's good for us. Just keep attacking him on the tail and follow him into the next area. I think he sleeps in area 8, so we don't have to worry too much. Or not area 8. I think it's like area 11. Area 8's the nest. Specifically the nest for flying monsters, not for this guy. But maybe we don't have to worry about that and we can kill him right here. Gonna be greedy, try and go for a spin. We got it off. Spin on his neck here. Ooh, did not get hit by that, thankfully. Got hit by that though, being greedy. We are mad though, so that's good. Try and dodge that. That's the unfortunate thing about our vault is that it is just so slow and moving. Uh-oh, we're stunned. Gonna mash it out of it. Try and go for this. He's gonna do a water landing. Oh no. Oh. And yeah, I guess that does have iframes on it. So there you go. Don't leave. No, please just die. Okay, well, I wasn't very efficient in my damage, so he's just gonna leave. So I guess we will see where he nests. We'll climb on up into area 8. And drop down into area 10, not area 11. Down we go. And there he is. He's not even sleeping yet. But we'll probably like finish him off in 2 hits. Yep. Well, there we go. Again, not very hard monster. It's good design though. So I'll carve him up and see you back at base. Alright, so we're in Poke now. I'm gonna skim through these cats real quick. Don't see anything. And we're gonna go to our housekeeper and see what move we got. Explosive roll. Alright, back on the skills. But first, I want to see what Palico skills it can get. That's not good. It has all C skills. So that's not great. Oh, we can get Boomerang Pro off of it. But I think I might just want to try and look for another one. With some A skills and B skills as well as some C skills. I think that might not be that useful. I know we want like think, not ranged attack up, element attack up, obviously attack up large, and I think critical up L at the very least. And there's also some quality of life skills that I might want just for flexibility. But for now, we're just gonna set that support move and try and change it to big boomerangs. Next thing I'm gonna do, well, actually I'm not. I'm gonna hold off. Since we do want a better pattern for our cats, we'll just hold off for now. We're gonna take our next quest though and hunt a Gypceros. Now I think on the Gypceros, the thunder element won't do too much to it, but it is a low rank monster, so nothing to worry about too much. There's Hurler, so we'll try and get that. Probably didn't get it. Oh, we did get it. Alright, that's good. And now something I didn't do last time was look at our Nibble Snarf weapon options. So we're gonna look at it. The Nibble Blamer. And actually, it is better than this Kizu vaccine. It even has more element. So I think if we can make it, I'll make it real quick. We're looking for Nibble Snarf scrap. We'll just make all of it. Hopefully we didn't need any special materials for it. I didn't see any. We're just gonna equip that now. And we'll look at the Daimyo shears. Actually, they are green sharpness, so that's not too bad. But if we wanted a weapon for our Palicos, we would just look for highest raw. It looks like the grilled hammer would be the best, 80 raw, or the fish stick. We can make the fish stick too. That's 82. That one's also 82. But I don't want to completely sacrifice my cat's damage. Not like they're doing that anyways, but we'll just hold off for now. Can't even make another Nibble Blamer, so we'll just keep this one on us. And I guess I'll give that Kizu vaccine to one of our other cats. But we'll head on off of this quest now. Head off on, sorry. Alright, this is a new area. It's called the Marshlands. I don't remember what this one was called in the first few generations, but I've always known it as the Marshlands. So we're looking for a Gypceros, and the Gypceros should be on that top area we can see it in. Area number 8. So we're gonna just go on straight to it. Alright, so the Gypceros. This guy is also a bird wyvern, just like the Yankutku. Has the same skeleton. And the thing that we need to be worried about this guy is on his head he has a little crystal. And he'll knock that crystal up against his nose, like so. We're gonna block it. But once he does it enough times, he'll do a flash attack. And that flash attack can stun you. He's also got poison as an element too, which can be annoying and deadly if you are poisoned and stunned at the same time. But as I just showed, you can block that. So not too worrisome. Just don't overcommit, as I'm doing right now. I'm already stunned. Here comes another one. You can also iframe it, and you can also use your soothing roll to get out of it. I think if you're also far enough away, you can ignore it too. Another thing is that this nibble blamer is a blunt weapon, so we can now, if we hit the head enough times, start taking KOs, and KOs is pretty much an extra topple, which is good for us, not very great for the monsters. Also, for blunt weapons, our hit zones change too. So, say for something like the Kutku, where the wings might be a better spot for damage, the head would turn into a better spot for blunt weapons. Got hit there by that, was greedy with my boomerang throw. He's gonna do an aerial tackle. But something about the stun element that we can give, or the KO, is that in Generations it was actually pretty good on cats, but I guess it was too good because they nerfed it when going into Generations Ultimate. We're just gonna play around this guy. Now this guy can actually be dangerous, especially if you don't respect him. So just be careful around him. Unlike the last few monsters, poison and stun is a deadly combo. So we're just gonna kind of throw one boomerang and evade, and run into the attacks because we didn't mean to do that. Throw one boomerang, two boomerangs, evade out of the way. Pretty much you just want to study their patterns and see, oh well, I can get off two boomerangs this time and only get off one during this attack. Also use those head turns. Those head turns are good for predicting where the monster will be. He's gonna do a stun attack, so I'm gonna block it after throwing a boomerang, just to be safe. We can also adept evade that whenever we do get a bombing Prowler, so that'll be helpful. Another thing about blunt weapons is that they give exhaust faster, and pretty much I think if you're hitting the monster, and if you hit them enough times, you'll see spit. I think it's green come out of them. And he's already exhausted now. But pretty much that green spit is exhaust, and it exhausts them faster. Pretty much what it says on the tin. So he's gonna go into area 4 probably, yep. Probably try and find a snack to eat on. So he's not exhausted anymore. There he is. Move over this way. He's probably just gonna stand there, or not. He's gonna go straight to his snack. That looks like an apt enough. Yep, it is. Oh, I didn't want that to run out that quickly. We'll do some melee combos real quick. Throwing our piercing boomerangs. And since you do have more incentive to go for the head with your blunt damage. Oh, and we actually got a KO. And you can tell it's a KO because of the stars over its head. We ran out of big boomerangs too, so it's kind of hurting our damage. Trying to do a boomerang spin on its head, completely whiffed that. But go ahead and use that Furious spin on the head, because that actually does a lot of hits and does good KO. It's going to do a stun attack. There we go. And if you hit his head enough times, you will break that crystal, and he won't be able to stun attack anymore. He'll try and do it, but it's pretty much just free damage for you. Also, if you see that it is glowing, and his eyes are also red, or at least the area around his eyes, means he's angry, and he'll also do the Kutku tantrum. Also, we just broke the crystal there. So now whenever he tries to go and flash his horn, or his crystal, it won't work anymore, so we just get free damage off. Poor guy still thinks he has it there, and he'll try and do it like that. Also, my cat pulling up bombs all the time. Just gonna try and be goofy. There's a tail whip, kind of like Khezu. Wait, I don't think it's like Khezu. Khezu doesn't do that. Khezu has a small stumpy tail. There he goes, trying to do it again, but you don't have that anymore. And again, poor guy. Probably stop trying to do it now. Or not. I don't know. But pretty much you can use those little interactions, like say we're at the intel cut, to make the fight a little easier. Now you might think he's dead now, but he's our main objective, and the main objective complete did not appear. So he's still alive. We're gonna whack him on the head. And he's gonna flow about. That does actually quite a bit of damage. You can try and carve him, but you won't get any good materials and you'll get hit. So don't do that, just fight him. He's invincible during that, at least I think until 1 health. Or at 1 health he's invincible. He's not invincible until 1 health, and I could be completely wrong on that. Probably am. But if he still had his crystal on his head, it would start flashing. And after it, flashes quite a few times, then he'll get back up on his own. But we can't tell that because we broke his crystal off. And this guy, in the first few generations, used to be a pain in the butt. He's not very hard now, especially because we have cats to fight. But he used to be pretty hard. And he's running off in the complete wrong direction. Hold on, buddy. Let me put you out of your misery. There he goes doing it again. Poor guy. There he goes. Yeah, don't try. Now he can mess you up on multi-monster quests, which we haven't run into yet. But on multi-monster quests, since you have to hunt multiple monsters to complete the main objective, you won't really be able to tell right off the bat whether or not he's dead. Because sometimes if you're just strong enough, you'll outright kill him. But again, the easiest way to tell that is to attack him, hopefully with a ranged weapon. And if you let it go long enough, and he is actually dead, your attacks will just straight go through him. And if not, your attacks will actually collide with him. I think he's going to try and go to Area 2 to rest. Probably wrong on that. We'll see, no? He's actually going there, so we'll follow him right up to it. It's probably a couple hits away from death. It's usually how it works. Yeah, it's literally 1 health. Alright then, and since you saw the main objective complete screen pop up, that means he's actually dead and we can safely carve him. So I'll see you back at the base. Alright, so we're back in Berna. Now I did hire a couple of different cats that had some better, more promising looking skill slots. But, and I'll show you real quick, in our Palico dojo, our one cat that we had training actually did get big boomerangs. And I'm a little sad because we are not going to probably be using it very much since all of its skills are C skills, which, I mean, they're not bad, but we want to have some more room. And I think this one, which I've already put on for training, we're going to try and make this one our main one, as if you look at support priority, that's an A class skill. And then it has a health up L, which is a B class skill, and then 3 C class skills. Not bad. And also we can still teach 2 skill slots, so that's pretty good. We can give it like another B class skill or another A class skill if we wanted to. We're not going to have weakness exploits since we don't have any options of getting it. I mean, I could find a way to get it on here, but I don't want to worry about it. I want to try and go without DLC. So for now, we've hunted a couple of monsters, and the chief wants to talk to us. He says there is a Malfestio in the Jurassic Frontier. We're not going to hunt that guy today. Since it's our urgent quest, we're going to save it for next time. And until then, I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a comment below, and goodbye.